When's the last time you've done that? Probably never. Something I really been thinking about. Most people don't have the option to just take a month or two off of work. And I've had the luxury of doing that twice in my life. I'm talking as an adult. I'm not talking about summer when you're 15. I'm not saying that. When's the last time you just went to the mall, just cruised some chicks? That's not what I mean. What am I saying here? There is this burnout, and this has happened to me a few times in my life, and you might not even know that you are even experiencing it. For instance, like I'm a workaholic. I'm an addict, right? Not like a drug addict. I could be. That's why I've never done a hard drug. I go, I've never done cocaine. People go, liar. That's kind of weird if you think about that. I don't know why I'm bringing it. My point is recently I had the luxury of taking like kind of a month off of work. And not even tripping real. I was tripping a little bit, lost a lot of money and income, but I was okay. It wasn't like I was going to go homeless, which is a luxury. And that's the second time I was able to do that. I'm going somewhere here. The first time I was 30 years old, my mother passed away. And I was working like 7 days a week. But I was so in the grind, laser focused, locked in, money, that I didn't even realize it until I was forced to take some time off. And then it was coming back to work. Because sometimes we bury ourselves in work. But when I was forced to take a time off and really look at, kind of take a step back, right? I like this right here. I like this. Take a step back and just go, whoa, what the fuck is going on here? I've been doing this whole time. Just got your wheels spinning. I want to use this as an analogy because this is the second time in my life I've had the liberty of taking some time off. And really looking and actually feeling it. But I think I've kind of diagnosed the problem. We're going something here. I want to use this as a visual metaphor, okay? I'm talking about work too here, guys. I'm talking about everything in our lives. I'm talking about our jobs, but I'm also talking about our fucking lives that are the phone. It's the phone. Go in public. This is like we're robots at this point. But I want to point something out that I think will really sum up a portion of this video. This guy's got 1 million subscribers. 1 million people, okay? He has posted almost 8,000 videos, guys. This is one guy. I just want to make a point here. One guy on just one page here. This isn't 5 other of his other pages that are also shitting out the same content. This is going to make sense because we're all dealing with this. Everybody. Okay. In one day, this guy has posted 6 videos, all totaling 10 minutes plus, just in one day. And he does this every day. Every day. This is just one guy, guys. Okay? This is one fucking guy. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole of, but here's the burnout of what I'm talking about. 1 million subscribers, and he's posting videos getting 21,000 views, 30,000 views. I like this guy. That's not my point. My point is 1 million people, 1,070,000 people are burnt out just from this guy alone. Hold on. This is going to make sense. What I mean is when I took a step back, because this is my job, and we're impacted by this. Guilty. This guy was a representation of basically all industries almost. The more, to the point where it's like, I don't even want it anymore. Like, I took a month off of work and I realized we were posting 2 videos a day. Not to mention on TikTok, Instagram, all this stuff. And I have to go and find these videos. And I didn't realize how much I used to never watch that much stuff. I'm a long form kind of like sit down and chill kind of guy. Just put on a 30-minute thing and let it fucking roll. I just want to listen. I don't even want to look. But taking a month off and coming back and going, because you got to understand this. When I say taking a month off of work, I mean taking a month off of also consuming all the time video and work. Okay? These platforms wouldn't be this big if all of you guys, including me, weren't watching it every single day. So we're all kind of, we're in this together. But taking that break and not having to, because if it wasn't part of my job, I'd barely be watching it. Yeah, I'd watch YouTube. I like that. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying I wouldn't be exposed to how much is coming in and out. And also you need the money to survive. Okay. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is I started to, you get lost. You don't even realize what you're doing. Even regular jobs, guys. When my mother passed away 5 years ago, I was in another industry. I was bartending 4 or 5 nights a week, and I was selling random shit on eBay. I had a full-time resale business. And when that turned into full-time, I did that 7 days a week, non-stop, every day. And I didn't even realize I was doing it because it was the only way to make it happen was you need more, and more. But I think this is a fucking great representation of what I'm trying to say here. This is just one guy here. We're talking 6 videos a day, and this is just one page. He has another page where he posts another 4 or 5 a day. This guy's posting 10 fucking videos a day, and he's not the only one. But what I'm saying is when we see this coming in, this separate the boys from the men, I'll outwork the competition. I think it's fucking everything up. The enjoyment aspect. And I've made a conscious decision. I'm still putting out videos. It's my job, but I've made the conscious decision to not add to the fucking fire. I'm done. Obviously, I can't quit my job. I can only last so many months before I'm like, fuck, I'm going to have to work every day. And I don't mind working every day. And I don't know the solution. I do know the solution. I don't have a lot of bills. My bills are as low as possible. Because a lot of us can get caught up in that trap. I mean, imagine if you were forced to just take some time off. How deep you have buried yourself. I learned this lesson a long time ago. 10 years ago, I lost my job. I had the car payment. I had the whole 9. And that's when I made the decision 10 years ago to go, no, never again. If I ever have to lose my job or my income, I want to be as least fucked as possible. Money, financial, stress-wise. But I really think I kind of got to audit myself. I've already had to audit myself. And I'm making the decision to change shit up. And it might be hard, but I also have the luxury to do that because I don't have the big bills. You know, a lot of us, you start making $6,000 a month. People making $6,000 a month, $8,000 a month, which is good money. They're going to go buy everything. I know it doesn't really make sense. Let me ask you a question. If you started making let's just say 10 grand a month. What car are you going to buy? No, I'm serious. Like, are you going to go level up everything in your life? And I think you have to have this talk with yourself, because making more money and doing more and more and more, just, I don't think it's the answer. I mean, it kind of is, but more practicality. I hope I'm making sense here. But I think the answer for me, and probably you, to be honest, if Nestor was here, definitely for him, I think less is actually more. I didn't make this up. And I'm also guilty of doing too much and being blinded by it. I'm a hard worker. I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying I have 2 YouTube channels. This is one YouTube channel. I got a bigger YouTube channel over here. You know, like how many things do I have to do? And also, not even me. It's not about me. I'm saying, am I going to be a part of the problem? Is what I'm saying. I have a guy that works with me. Am I going to be a part of the problem and pay him shit so that I could see my dividends and my shareholders can be happy? Does that make sense? No, I'm not. I'm going to pay him a livable wage. I want him to be happy, because I would hope that I could have that same opportunity. I'm just saying, the more and more and more thing, whether you know it or not, this shit here with the endless content, the numbing, it also does something. It's done something to me. This guy single-handedly right here made me and Nestor go, oh man, you know, we got to compete with the competition here and do more and more and more, because everyone else is doing more and more and more. I'm not saying poor me. I'm saying I think we're all a little, I'm definitely fried. I'm toasted out. I'm smoked out, dude. I'm done. I'm not completely, like, I'm not crying about, I'm still showing up to work, right? I'm it's not that. But I'm just saying there's got to be a smarter way about this. And I can't keep subjecting myself to just more and more and more. Like, I think about this. Your job is to consume content and talk about the content, not for pleasure. Some of it's pleasure. I'm having fun. But think about that. Think about how much you have to really consume. Think about how much you consume on your own. Really think about it. Really think about it. And most people don't have the luxury to take a step back and go, whoa. Take a look around. Really see what's up. Most people, you don't have that luxury. I didn't have that luxury for a long, long time. And unfortunately, the only way I was able to do that was working every single day. And for a long time, 2 jobs. Which all of these times I've kind of been able to take a step back. It's like I'm doing the same thing over and over again. I've learned a lot from it. I have made moves and done things differently. But this is like the 3rd time or the 2nd time for sure where I go, I did it again. The only thing I didn't do is bury myself in debt, although I do have an employee. Probably not the smartest move, because, you got to keep him fed. But he's okay with we're trying to figure out a little bit of a smarter approach. I'm still kind of working every day. But I'm also now conscious of, like, am I helping? Like, am I helping you? Am I helping Nestor? What about me? Does that make sense? And I think a lot of us, I'm going to end on that note. I think a lot of us are in that position where sometimes it's so much that we don't even fucking realize it, dude. I'm going to do it one more time for you, just in case you need a visual. If you're just listening, I'm going to say it again. This guy's got 1 million followers. Okay. He posts 7 videos a fucking day religiously. This guy don't stop. And this is just one guy. This is just one fucking dude. But out of those million people, they're fried. They can't see anymore, guys. When you're watching TV, you put on the TV, I'll put on fucking Netflix or something, and it's like fatigue. There's too much. There's too much. I'm at the point now where I started playing a video game from 2002 because it's not online. And I could just black out and just like not even just that, like going to the skate park. You know, when's the last time you did that? Probably never. You know? Like, how do we escape getting away from this? How do we get back to this computer here and this TV here and the TV behind me here? How do we get back to that where that's something we do for like an hour or 2? How do we get there? Like, how do we escape it? Because I can't. I don't even, like, it's at the point where, just to paint you a picture, and I'm going to shut the fuck up here, okay? But I have, how many? I have 22 unread text messages. That's how burnt out I am. And there are people that have nowhere near as much action on their phone, because I get a lot. This is my job. Half of this is business stuff, not to mention my other phone with another 15 unread text messages. But I'll text my cousin, a friend, just regular friends who have nowhere near as much action as I do. They can't even get back to me. That's where it's at. And I don't even think we realize that the constant consumption and the forced work. I'm not saying you're a workaholic because you're trying to get rich. Most people have to work to just to cut it. I get that. I've been there. I understand. I do. Anyways, just want to throw that out there. I do think less is more. And I'm going to shut the fuck up. I just want to share with you guys, if you're not subscribed to this channel, go ahead. Because between this channel and the other channel, you're going to be seeing a lot less of me. But I want it to be more quality time. If I'm getting sick of me, anyways, hell of a talk. Shout out to Connect With Me for sponsoring the channel. If you are a YouTuber or a influencer or somebody who does consulting, Connect With Me is great. It's a pay per minute phone service, so people can reach out to you at any time without me giving out my personal information. They handle the billing for you. So for instance, if you're a content creator or consultant, you could sign up with Connect With Me for free in the App Store. They do charge 8%, but it's now monthly payments. And that way your customers or your audience can reach out to you at any time. And they could talk to you for 5 minutes. They don't need to set up a 30-minute phone call, hour phone call. Okay. It's just a good way to make a little extra money and connect with people. And also if you're a consultant, let's say you charge $150 an hour. Well, if they want to talk to you for 10 minutes, charge them a premium. Charge them $5 a minute. That way, if they only need 10 minutes from you, they could just get 10 minutes from you. But they don't have to set up a booking and book an hour with you. Anyways, connectwithme.com or Connect With Me in the App Store. Appreciate you. Sponsor the channel. People helping people. Church with us, Steve. Anyways, unreal. Hell of a talk.